I am Brian Professor B. Davis. This is your San Francisco 49ers post-game recap here at the Hyatt Regency Hotel here in Santa Clara on this Sunday afternoon. It was an ugly, awful, horrible performance by your San Francisco 49ers in the rematch of Super Bowl 54 in what was known as the revenge game, so-called revenge game number 2. It turned out to be the continuing dominant was the disaster game for your San Francisco 49ers Sunday afternoon at the Mecca in Santa Clara. It was not pretty, ladies and gentlemen. And the only thing that came out of this was Jim Harbaugh back in the building on Sunday. And they paid homage to the 2012 49ers a decade ago, went on to the Super Bowl as the champions of the National Football Conference. So it was the all Kansas City Chiefs that turned it to be the continuing domination of the 49ers as the Chiefs. They once again beat them 44-23. It was just pure D ugly. Booty. B-O-O-T-Y all day. And the Niners, looking back, let's just give you a quick of the score of the recap of that game, as the 49ers it just really broke down in all phases. Maybe this is the low point of the season. 2 straight losses now. They lose last week to the Falcons. The Niners, who had the number 1 ranked defense, gave up 61 points in the first 5 games, have given up now 79 points in the last 2 games combined. Such a bad performance tonight, or this afternoon on Sunday. Really nothing more else to say, just a disappointing performance. We'll just get you to the recap of the score. Niners post-game recap presented by Zenni. Zenni, the official eyewear of the San Francisco 49ers, and also by Dignity Health. Dignity Health is the official healthcare provider for your San Francisco 49ers. So looking up all the numbers, we will in the first quarter, Robbie Gould, the Niners driving, they get a 30-yard field goal that made it 3-0 favor of the Niners. Then Jimmy Garoppolo connected with Ray McCloud for his first touchdown of the season, an 8-yard touchdown that made it 10-0 San Francisco. Then Patrick Mahomes passed to Mecole Hardman for an 8-yard touchdown that made it 13-7 or 10-7 favor of the Niners. Then Robbie Gould hit his second of 3 field goals. He hit a 50-yard field goal, 13-7. Then Mecole Hardman had 25-yard jet sweeper, 25-yard touchdown. Chiefs were ahead 14-13, and that put them ahead for good. Then, after the Niners got the muff Chiefs punt, Jimmy Garoppolo throws that interception. The Chiefs do drive for a possible touchdown, but it was wiped out because of a penalty. But then they missed a field goal, so the Niners, no harm done. But it was 14-13 at the intermission. Then it was Clyde Edwards-Hurley rushed for a 16-yard touchdown at made it 21-13 in favor of the Chiefs. Robbie Gould hit a 49-yarder. It was 21-16. Then Mahomes hooked up with Justin Watson for a 4-yard touchdown. It was 28-16. Jimmy Garoppolo then hit George Stone Cold Kittle, who in the game had 6 catches for 98 yards for a touchdown to make it 28-23. The Niners were within 5, but in the fourth quarter, it was all Kansas City. Mecole Hardman scored a 3-yard touchdown, 37-23. Then Jimmy Garoppolo was hit for a safety, 35-23. the safety 27-23. Then Mahomes hit Juju Smith-Schuster, the former Steeler, for a 45-yard touchdown. That made the final score 44-23. And our game stat sheet presented by Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word, official Microsoft provider for the San Francisco 49ers. In the game, the 49ers were 25 first downs for the 49ers to the Chiefs 24. The Niners were 8 of 14 on third downs. The Chiefs were 6 of 9. Total net, no team never in the game converted on the fourth down. Total net yards, the 49ers, or I should say, the Chiefs 529 yards to the Niners 444. 417 yards passing to the Niners 343. 112 yards rushing for the Chiefs to the Niners 101. 72 total plays for the Niners to the Chiefs 58. The Niners were 29 out of 46 in completion attempts. The Chiefs were 25 out of 36. Total rush, both teams rushed the ball 21 times. But the Niners were penalized 10 times for 80 yards, averaging 8 yards per penalty. Chiefs 8 times for 84. Time of possession, the Niners 33 minutes 45 seconds to the Chiefs 26 minutes and 15 seconds. The final totals of the game: Jimmy Garoppolo 25 of 37, 303 yards, 2 touchdowns, interception. Jeff Wilson Jr. 7 carries and 54 yards. George Kittle 6 catches for 98 yards and a touchdown on National Tight End Day. And then Christian McCaffrey in his Niner debut, 8 carries for 38 yards, averaging 4.8 yards. He also caught 2 balls for 24 yards, 10 touches for 62 yards, averaging 6.2 yards on the ground. And then for Patrick Mahomes, he had 25-43, 3 touchdown passes. Hardman 2 catches for 28 yards. He also caught 2 carries, 4 balls for 32 yards in the contest. And then for Travis Kelce, the veteran tight end, Kelce in the game. Kelce, as we take a look at his numbers, Kelce, 6 catches for 98 yards, averaging 16.3 yards per catch. Jerick McKinnon, the former Niner, he had 2 carries for 36 yards. And then, looking at the other numbers on the 49ers side, Jeff Wilson Jr. had, or it was Brandon Ayuk, targeted 11 times. He had 7 catches, 82 yards, averaging 11.7 yards. Deebo Samuel, only 5 balls caught for 42 yards, averaging 8.4 yards. So with the loss, the Niners dropped their record to 3-4, while the Chiefs improved their record to 5-2. And with the Seahawks winning over the Chargers on Sunday, and then with the Cardinals beating the Saints, the Niners are beating the Saints last Thursday Night Football. Niners are out of first place, 1 game back. They're in third place, a game behind. The Rams were off this Sunday. They were having their bye week. They'll be back in action 1 week from today as the Niners travel down to SoFi Stadium against the defending Super Bowl champion Los Angeles Rams, and pretty much a must-win game for the 49ers before they head to their bye week in 2 weeks from today. And then the next Niners home game will be 3 weeks from tonight. They'll take on the San Diego Chargers in interconference play. They'll play the Chargers, the LA Chargers, of course, the Bolts in the rematch of Super Bowl 29 back in January of 1995. That will be a 5:20 kickoff. That will be 3 weeks from tonight, and that will be Veterans Day. Salute to our veterans on that day. Salute to all the veterans. And if you come to the game, if you want to purchase tickets for that next Niner home game, go to 49ers.com/tickets or Ticketmaster.com. Ticketmaster.com, the official ticket provider for your San Francisco 49ers. Once again, in Santa Clara on Sunday, the 49ers fall to the Kansas City Chiefs 44-23. And just a reminder, and for Andy Reid's club, Andy Reid have beat team going back this time with the Eagles have beaten the Niners that are now 8-2 in their last 10 meetings versus San Francisco, and have won 5 of the last 6 games against the 49ers out here in the Bay Area. So Andy Reid, including the Super Bowl, which overall 8 of the last 10, which including the Super Bowl defeat, beating the Niners in the Super Bowl some nearly 3 years ago. That's it from here. That's way, like Kurt Gowdy said, that's the way it was, the way it went on Sunday afternoon at Levi Stadium at the Mecca in Santa Clara. Once again, the final score, Niners fall to the Kansas City Chiefs by a score of 44-23, as the Niners are now 0-2 versus the AFC opponent in interconference game. I'm Brian Professor B. Davis. Thank you for watching 49ers postgame recap on Niners Radio. Niners Radio in association with the Satellite Digital Media News Network. 49ers football, faithful to the Bay.